Alright, so hello and welcome back to another video, guys. So, in this one, I'm going to be talking about Invincible Season 4. So, this is the third video I'm recording today, and yeah, this was the last episode of Invincible. Uh, I guess one more year of no Invincible. Back to the brain rot. So, alright, let's start with what are the highs, what are the lows. So let's start with the Lowe's animation. It's pretty obvious that it's not great, but you know, the plot is what carries this show. Although, better animation would help a lot because a lot of people dropped out of the show or, didn't move forward with it due to how it looks. I am okay with it. I would like to see a better animation, but you know, I would still watch it. The story is pretty good. Now let's talk about the highs. Basically everything else might just come under in the highs, because the plot is great, the characters are great, the storyline is great. I mean, the comedy is so great. Love Alan's character, and Seth Rogen voices him hilarious. So, you know, although for the animation, I think it's like race against time type of thing. You have to produce a season like every other year, and if you don't, people drop out. So it's really like, are people gonna wait for 2 more years to know what happens to what like Thrag came in? Like, are people still gonna be interested in it? Probably, but it won't be easy. Like, see, Spider-Verse, say for example, I suppose the first movie came in like 2018, then the second was in like 2024, and third will come out like next year. So this trilogy has like gone for almost 10 years, but people are still interested in it because the story was perfect, the visuals were great. Like, you can't really nitpick anything. It's just that good. People want to know what will happen next. Whereas the thing with Invincible is, the comics are already there. A lot of people would just, rather than waiting for 2 years to know what happens, might just, like, all right, I will check out the comic. And the thing is, the comics are beautiful, like how they are drawn, extremely detailed, and it's just great. Like, I don't see why people won't do that unless, like if someone does not like to read a lot. Other than that, I don't see why not. So that's kind of working against Invincible because, and the other thing is, more than budget issues, I think it's about time because they have a lot of budget. They are like produced by Prime. Come on, Bezos. Like, he's he's not short on money. They are like hiring so many voice actors, like the guy who played Ronan in Guardians of Galaxy. Then what's his name? The J. Jonah Jameson guy. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember him, but you get it. That guy. Then Steven Yeun from Walking Dead and Beef season 1. So like all these, okay, and Gillian Jacobs from Community. By the way, Community is a great show. You should definitely check it out. Hilarious. So all these are, they are pretty good. Their voice suits the characters, but you could have hired voice actors. It would have been cheaper. You could have invested more money in the animation. And the thing is, as much as Invincible is carried by the story, a lot of thing ends up with, the big fight. Like the first season, it ended with Omni-Man and Invincible having the fight, or the Guardians of Globe versus Omni-Man, or the Thraxans. In season 2, there was Uh, I I guess it was Angstrom Levy that happened. Then in season 3, the Invincible War, the Conquest coming in. Then in fourth season, Conquest. Then fighting with Thrag. So a lot of things do end up with a big fight. So if the animation is not that great, it takes a lot from it. But Honestly, the story is pretty compelling, like you want to know what happens next. So yeah, honestly, if I have to say, would I recommend it or not, I would say definitely check it out. If not, if you are not comfortable with animation, check out the comics. It's great. And the other thing as well, that the Wiltermite War was kind of the peak of Invincible. Like, it's not bad after this, but from my point of view, this is where the show peaked. It's still pretty good. I mean, there's the Scourge virus and whole Alan storyline, what happens with Oliver, and Thrag storyline. All this is extremely, interesting and all that. But the Wiltermite War for me was the peak of the show. Like, I mean, come on, you are going to the Wiltermite's home planet. You are meeting Thrag for the first time. Dude is just aura farming. Like, come on, Racer just shot at you. He just like barely moved. Nolan like punched him with full strength, and he like did nothing. Mark did nothing. So, you basically can't even make him flinch or anything. He's that strong. He lets them hit him, to assess the strength. Like, are you worthy of my attention? He lets Mark hit him, and then he thinks, all right, he has some potential. He might get, stronger over the years. So, okay, Earth has some potential. We can, take Earth in and use it to build back the empire. He does not let Oliver touch him. He's like, just, he just slaps the shit out of him. His jaw is broken, his hand is ripped apart. you know this dude is, he's not playing around. you know if something is happening, it's because he wants that to happen. He's just that cool. Now let's talk about Omni-Man. All right, I mean, come on, how can he not be? This show should be named Omni-Man because, come on, first season carried it single-handedly. Second season, beating those Viltrumites on Thraxon. Like, third season, there wasn't much of him, but the, prison fight with Battle Beast. Come on, how can you not feel that hype? Like, every time Omni-Man is there and he locks in, it's going to be fun. And the voice acting, oh my god, it's so great. Like, I can't imagine any other voice for Omni-Man now. He's just that good. And dude is like apologizing and everything. And I mean, it makes sense. He killed a lot of people and all that. But come on, he's Omni-Man. You have to forgive him, man. How long are you going to hold that against him? Although, in all seriousness, yes, he did kill a lot of people. And obviously, people won't just trust him because, all right, he said sorry. Come on, he's a good guy now. Like, he's still a Wiltermite who tried to conquer the planet a few years ago. And I mean, yes, he's apologizing, but come on, he was acting like a hero for 20 or so years. So, you know, what's different this time? So it makes sense that they don't completely trust him or, just go back to how things were before. But, it's still, I mean, come on, he's trying. That's the best one can do. So yeah, that's that. Then let's talk about Oliver. All right. So I have a fraud list for this season. The top three frauds of this season are: number three, Craig; number two, Tech Jacket; and number one, Oliver. Bro does nothing. He just, big ass beat down coming up and gets smacked out of the fight. Like, come on, man. Just assess this situation. You are more of a liability than an asset. The fight with Conquest. See, he went to get some air. Mark was, managing his own against Lucan and the other Weltermites. But as soon as he saw that Conquest is following Oliver, he like flew so fast, like as soon as he could get there. And he did save Oliver's sass. But come on, like when Conquest and Invincible are fighting, Oliver couldn't even track them. Like, that's how fast they were going. Dude, like, come on, do something. I mean, yes, it makes sense that if Oliver would have held Invincible, it would have taken away from his win, like last time. Like, oh, Eve helped him, that's why he killed Conquest. Or in this season, it would be like that. But at least, do something. Bro just goes there, gets beaten, and all right, that's it for me, I guess. So yeah, that happens. Then Tech Jacket. Oh my God. Like, uh, see. He did defeat one of the Invincible variants in the Invincible War in previous season. But I mean, this season it was just not impressive. She was like firing those lasers which did nothing. Like Viltrumites, they were like, shooting bullets at Superman or Hulk like that. They didn't even flinch. But yeah, she did contribute by weakening them with those poison darts or whatever it was. And yes, she did help Alan hide on the Viltrumite spaceship. So it's something. But yeah, does not live up to the hype. Then let's talk about Craig. All right, General Craig, if you don't know, generally referred to as Thrag's barber. So the guy, I mean, in the end, we saw he's just a biker smoking a cigarette, already got a girl. But other than that, he just got beaten down. Like when he went for Thaddeus, when he went for Nolan, like he just gets beaten by everyone. He's probably a strategist or something like that. That's why he's not that great at fighting. But isn't whole the welterweight thing is being strong and stuff. Like, see, the purge was so stupid. I mean, come on. Like, people are third partying. Come on, that's not how you test your strength. Two people are fighting, third one comes along and kills both of them. Like, come on, that's not how it should be. Or, the children fighting there. Like, how does that determine the, who's more stronger than the rest? So it was honestly stupid of Thrag, and then the virus hits them. So the like Thrag killed 50% of the Viltrum, and then the virus killed 50% of that 50%. So basically, Thaddeus killed 90% of the Viltrum Empire, whereas Thrag only killed 50. So that's cool. Now let's get into my MVP list. So let's start with number three. Number three is Thaddeus. Number two, that's Thrag. And number one, Space Racer. Come on. Come on. Like, first of all, this chat just forgives Omni-Man. Alright, dude apologize. What else can he do? Then he brings the Ragnars, destroys Viltrum, kills Viltrumites like it's nothing. Just, boom, done. It's not like he has limited bullets or anything. Like, oh, I can only shoot 6 shots, so better use it correctly. He can just fire around in space and hope that one might hit a Viltrumite. So come on. He's a goat, man. Only thing is the recharging time, and Thrag's reaction time is so fast that he can dodge the bullets. But if he gets him by surprise, no one is surviving that. And alright, let's get to Thrag. I mean, already we have talked about him. So we know he is cool guy. You are not getting through with him. So it goes what he says. Now let's talk about Thaddeus. So he's the great betrayer, and he built the first Scourge virus, which eliminated a lot of the remaining Viltrumites. And now he has built a stronger version of it, like completely destroying the Viltrumite civilization, which kind of makes sense because they are, enslaving a lot of other planets. But at the same time, he's also committing genocide. Like he knows that, see, spoiler alert. I mean, obviously, this whole video is a spoiler alert. So we see that the second Scourge virus, the message he left for Alan, he says that it can kill the uh, creatures with same gene structure like humans. But you have to use the virus so that all of the Viltrumites are dead. So he's killing innocents as well. See, like that's the thing we see a lot in these heroes who are so hell-bent on getting revenge or reaching their goal, like Butcher is willing to sacrifice Ran, or the other soups as well because he thinks killing Homelander would fix everything. But see, that's the thing. You become what you hate the most. That's the type of thing that's happening here. Because in the end, we see Thrag being the diplomatic guy who says that, Mark, you can either, bring both of our people down, or, we can both flourish, and down the line, we'll think what we'll do with her. So, Thrag is choosing to kind of let go of the fact that they destroyed Viltrumite so they can, build a future for themselves. Whereas, you know, Thaddeus just wants to eliminate them completely, so they are like interchanging their positions. And spoiler alert for maybe season 5, Thrag does help Invincible a few times. I won't get into details what happens and when, but yes, he does team up with Invincible later on. I mean, it is for his selfish goals that he wants to rebuild Veltrum Empire, but I mean, he's still helping someone. So yeah, that happens. Then Alan. So see here with Alan or Omni-Man or Invincible, power scaling is a bit of an issue, but you know, you can just ignore it. There's nothing you can do about it. There was a popular fan theory that it their power increases with the adrenaline, but the creator just said no, that's not true. But you know what? You can make whatever your head can be. Like you can think that Mark just uses less power to conserve more energy, whatever helps you sleep at night. I mean, come on. Mark can not defeat a dragon, but human dragon, but he can fight Viltrumite, and he has difficulties defeating some low-level criminal, and he's choking out Conquest. He's like Conquest is like second or third strongest Viltrumite there is. Like, I mean, I think Invincible should be able to make Thrag flinch at the very least, but the power scaling is a bit off. You can think of it however way you want to, but yeah, that happens. Like Alan in the previous season, he took down a Viltrumite with the help of Nolan. I mean, he was managing his own as well. He let himself get caught by Anissa, I think, or the old lady. I'm not sure who it was. So, Allen could hold his own, but in this season we see him not doing much. He basically just punches them so he can delay the damage they will do to Tech Jacket. So like they are chasing her, he just punches them so that Tech Jacket could run away. So a lot of that happens, but it's all right. He's still a good guy. He's funny. He has become the new leader of the coalition of planets. Then let's talk about Invincible. So his win was Conquest this season. He didn't do much in the Viltrumite war, basically, other than killing Conquest. He did, on the planet, all right. This is what I want to talk about. When the Viltrumites attacked the what was the name of the planet where their base was? Well, the base of coalition basically. When they attacked the planet and things went down, everything is getting blasted. And when Nolan, Oliver, and Invincible show up, like that was a moment you cheer for, man. Like come on, they're here, they'll save the day. And that's what they do. He just goes around beating other Viltrumites, making them run away. So that was a cool moment. Although, what I was hoping for was a, invincible meltdown at Cecil because he said that Conquest is dead. Why was there no talks about that? So, I heard you killed Conquest, huh? So, who was the guy I fought in space who nearly killed my and ripped my guts out? So, yeah, that didn't happen, but it's still alright. The All right, yes, the PTSD of Mark, the way he was imagining things. Although got a little repetitive I mean, after a few times, but it's still, quite impactful. It, tells you why Mark made the decision he made because he knows that if Thrag wants, he can destroy the whole planet. So it's better to, just agree to the terms for now and think what we can do later on. So that was pretty nice. We get to see each which line, which would be a dialogue from Angstrom, I guess, in the future. So yeah, that's nice. And you see Debbie, Debbie dealing with Paul off screen. I mean, come on, he was a nice guy. At least you could have done given him some on-screen time, but they just said nah, they are done. And Mark left, and they just broke up, and he still that's better. And that's most of. I mean, we see that Debbie is now, a bit more okay with Omni-Man, spending time with Omni-Man at the very least. She says, "All right, I will go to Oliver, and I will come to the ship with you." So, I mean, she's slowly but surely moving forward. So, their relationship is somewhat getting better. I mean, it's still not great. It's just a start, but it's still something. So that happened. Then they have set up the plot lines for the future, like the Ragnar, the space racers. I mean, I shouldn't get into it. That would be a spoiler. So, they did introduce a few things. Dinosaurus as well. Keep an eye out for that guy in the first few episodes, where there was a guy like Incredible Hulk who turned into a dinosaur and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's most of it. I would say I really enjoyed this season. I'm really looking forward to it. Interesting things going to come really soon. Though I am a little sad that the amazing Wednesdays we are having is coming to an end. So this was the end of Invincible season 4. It's very sad that it's over so quickly. Like it barely started like few weeks ago and now it's over. Daredevil is coming to an end. 2 episodes left. Now we will be left with the boys and From. I have seen the first episode of From. It was all right. Most of it was set up. If something crazy happens, I will talk about it as well. Then Monarch is ending as well. Oh my God, this is so sad. But yeah, I guess new shows will come. We'll talk about it. Thanks for watching. F1 is coming back in like a week or something. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. Let me know if I missed something. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.